It's good. Today is day 151 sober for me. I'm documenting my journey daily. In case anyone's interested in being sober, I want you to have a real, relatable perspective. So I hope this helps. So today I just wanted to bring up that this is the third day now I'm not using any filters. I was the type where I'd use a face filter. And I just think it's better to be your authentic self, not use a filter, not maybe set false expectations for other people where they may be wondering, oh, why don't I look like that? Because it's not real. So I just feel a lot better not using any filters. I just feel like it's more genuine, really. I'm happy about that change for sure. So I gave up drinking. I drank socially and I would smoke every day. I heavily relied on it. And so I want to talk about having it around you when you're trying to be sober. So last night I binged Attack on Titan. For any of you that know that anime, it's fantastic. I'm watching the last two episodes, part 1, part 2, in theaters on Monday in 4D, so I'm so hyped about that. And I was behind on the last season, so I binged the whole last season last night. It was amazing. Such a mix of emotions. I kept saying what the fuck like 17 times. It was an emotional roller coaster, but it's so good. You have to watch it. So my friend smokes, and she was smoking a bit throughout the night, and I definitely smelled it. And I didn't say anything because I think it's important for me to have it by me and to show discipline and still not ask to smoke or hit it or whatever. I think it's important for me to go through these situations because I think it builds strength. But I will say, just the smell itself, I've always loved the smell. It made me reminisce because I used to get very high and watch anime. That was one of my favorite pastimes. And for some reason, it just felt like it hit differently when I was high. And so I caught myself reminiscing, would this be even better if I was high? I feel like those thoughts will still pop in your head, even though it's been 5 months. But to me, it's like all the growth, all the progress I've made since getting sober, it outweighs me getting high again, in my opinion. And then you just think back to all of the negatives it caused, and the lack of motivation, the lack of self-worth, the guilt that I've felt for so many years, feeling like I'm just not motivated. I had lost my ambition, my spark, my drive. So it's just reminding yourself of that it's not worth it. It's not worth diving into that again. And for me especially, if you have an addictive personality, if you do it once, odds are you're going to go back to daily use. So I feel proud of myself. I feel good that even having that smell around me, someone smoking 2 feet away from me, I'm proud that it didn't sway me. And obviously I would say, if you're just getting sober, try to avoid being in those situations, especially for the first 3 months, honestly. I think after that, if anything, it's good to have that exposure because you're going to be put in situations like that. It's going to happen at some point. I wanted to just talk about that briefly because I think even after 5 months, it's normal to still get triggered and still wonder, what if I did smoke right now? That's going to be a normal part of it, but if you think sobriety is what's best for you, just remember that and just hold true to that. I really feel just so much better sober, just so much more of sound mind, self-assured, all that. And I also feel like I get triggered less and less. It's not as much of a temptation the more I've been around it and the more time has passed. So that's been really cool to see. That's my spiel for the day. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this content, I'm going to be posting daily, like I said, so definitely follow me. If you're interested, sub to me on YouTube if you want to see my full story from day 1, and have a lovely day.